we were attacked over the end turn, and to be honest, guys, I don't know that I can beat this with this beat up of an army. And this is a rather trashy auto-resolve. Not super happy with it, to be completely honest. So it will delay our plan a little bit, but I think we have to take this auto-resolve. And that was some substantial damage to the army. But I guess we won't have to contend with this. We will have a couple turns to rebuild the army, I suppose. That sucks that we had to take that big of a hit. We are recruiting, so there is that. Let's take the money, because we're going to need the money. All right, so major oversight on my part. Destroying that building kept us from recruiting the troops that we wanted, so fail. So we will have to do some more recruiting. But we'll have to do it with blood letters, which is not entirely ideal. Increase mobility and this one, and then Skarbrand will continue to do this, and then that one. So we're a little bit behind, but it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and do this. I think you can see what we're doing here, shaping up to anyway. We'll move this guy over here. And then here we're going to go ahead and build this, because we want to get Karnak as soon as possible. And this is going to be another combined turn, I think. We've got, yeah, one more turn of that. So let's go ahead and end turn. All right, with our meager army here, let's see. This we should be able to beat without too much trouble. Go ahead and move Skarbrand to approximately right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to destroy this city, and then it's going to bounce us down to here. So let's go ahead and do that. We could auto-resolve it, but I think, especially given the makeup of our army is pretty busted up currently. So we're going to go ahead and fight this manually. I should have swapped this out to this guy to give him a little bit of healing. We'll do that depending on how beat up we are at the end of this fight. But even though we lost all those troops, they're not that difficult to replace. There we go. Get that. Fight that guy. So let's see. Let's pin this, flank it. Yeah, bingo, that's what we want. Cool. Alright, what's Skarbrand doing? Let's go ahead and take the potion of toughness. Alright, good deal. Sandwich that in there. Yeah, this is good. Alright, he's just sitting there twiddling his thumbs, I guess. Let's get this in here, and then we'll just we'll have Skarbrand charge that. I could have probably done that a little bit better. We got both of those all at once. Alright, we've basically destroyed all of that. That one is now pinned down. Let's pull... Okay, that's routing. That's routing. Alright, there's army losses, I think. Nope, not quite yet. Okay, there it is. It doesn't do us any good to continue to run this down. Nobody has regen yet. Yeah, this guy doesn't have regen yet. When he gets his mount, he gets, or his second mount, he gets regen when he's in melee. So we did take a little bit of damage there, but we're going to replenish a little bit of it because we're going to summon another blood host right now. And this, we're going to summon this blood host for really the purposes of stalling the Knights of Origo that are going to come in. So, blood for the blood god, bingo. And that's going to give us a little bit of replenishment. It's going to generate a blood host in the region. And he can hang out here, and he's waiting for the Knights of Origo that are over here to come across. This one, we have enough movement range to destroy this city, so we're going to go ahead and do that. But first, more physical resistance. Skarbrand's in pretty good shape, so let's see. We're going to have a problem in the short term. We can always respec him later with upkeep. So let's do that. And let's check these items really quick. So he's got... We should reduce this, and then we can move this over to this guy. And then the mutant we want on this guy. We don't really want to waste a spot on Skarbrand for that. Okay. So let's go ahead and blow this up. We're going to get some skulls from this one. And we're not going to have to fight for a good minute or two. So let's go ahead and auto-resolve this one. Even though we took some damage... Or you know what? That was the wrong decision. Shouldn't have done that, but ideally we'd fight that manually and use that potion of toughness on this guy. But we should be able to replenish it. So let's go ahead and skulls for the Skull Throne. Generating a decent pile of skulls here. And then our next objective is not actually going to be to finish the top knots off. Our next objective is going to be to get Wurzag's trait. So we need to generate an army that can take out Wurzag. And he's probably going to be over this way. But I think by the time we're going to be able to fight him, he might be encroaching on this territory. So even though it'll be less efficient, we're going to go this way. Go ahead and put him in a camp stance. And then we're going to get some more units. And then this one should be able to... This should be able to be... Oh, wow. It wants us to fight that manually. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fight this manually, because this army needs to sit here and sack that city consistently for the next 4 or 5 turns, and it is going to generate us some growth. Our goal is to leave this region and maintain the capital, because there's some decent buffs in the capital, but in order to do that, we need to make it more defensible, and to do that, we need to grow it. So we're going to spend money on that region, and we'll probably sell the rest of it, to be completely honest, but we'll see how it goes. All right, let's see here. Let's do this. We'll get these guys over the hill. These guys are fast. Can't really get them around. We might be able to get them around. We'll see what happens. And then the rest of this. Do this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think they're going to let us pass. They might shoot at us a little bit, but they're demons, so they're not going to do that much damage. Alright, they don't have any anti-large over there. That's good. So let's just let's make a mess. We'll put these guys on this flank. We'll send the rest of the bloodletters in over here, and then these guys we can probably get to start taking on the archers. This archer unit is in the back. I want to deploy these in the back, because those archers are going to move to the rear. Although this unit is not doing well against regular infantry. I don't really care to maintain these. They're a tie-up unit. And we have to pay for them. So let's run that down. If we can get they do really poorly in single combat. So if we can get them here, instead of doing that, let's do this. We'll send one of those after that, and then we'll move the dogs around and maybe get them to do something else. All right, this guy should go fight him, and all right, that's going okay. It looks to me like the archers have gotten caught. Let's try that. And then this unit will just hold on standby until something breaks out. That one looks like it's doing okay at keeping that pinned. This side of the line is not doing as well, so maybe we should support this side of the line instead. Yeah, because that just all broke. Yeah, so let's wrap this around, because all of this just broke. And we'll use these units to... We'll let that go. Send that one, and then if we can grab one of those archers that's routing, that'd be good. And then, where's the other archer unit that just routed? There. And let's put all these on... follow your target. Alright, this one is done doing its job. Maybe we can get it to... No, that just came back. There we go. And that'll give us the army losses, I think. Get him out of there so he doesn't have a problem. Yeah, that should cut it. And then while we're here, let's go ahead and take out the Lord to get ourselves a little bit of extra. What is... Oh, that's a spawn unit. We can merge that spawn unit. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I think the spawn are too big. And they're in the way. They're having a hard time with that Lord in the center of them. There we go. All right, cool. And this one we're going to sack. So we're going to sit here and just sack the crap out of the city and generate some money and growth. So that'll keep this guy from taking bloodletter attrition. We didn't do as bad as I thought we were going to do here. My instinct is to merge these together. But if we keep sacking it, then we can actually replenish this unit over time. And these are pretty good damage dealers at this stage of the campaign. It's good to have those spawn because they are unbreakable. So we'll go ahead and leave him there, and then we'll also tell him to raid for just a little bit of extra money. Check our diplomacy. Yes. Defensive alliance. Thank you very much. Although, can we get it? No. We have to do that to get the defensive alliance. So, yes, we'll take the defensive alliance with Queek. And we want to maintain that pretty much at all costs. Because as we progress, that allows us to get artillery. It allows us to get guns. Things that we otherwise wouldn't have access to as Khorne, which really helps pad us out. And we have the money, so let's go ahead and do... Although they don't have the settlement yet that we want. We want them to take this settlement, and then we're going to build our outpost there. So we can't quite build that outpost yet. We could build it in one of these others, and it would have access to everything that's in the settlement, but this is the most secure location to do it. So, yes. Let's go ahead. That should be the end of the turn, and we'll see you on the next episode.